Hello everyone, good afternoon. My name is Piyush Sardana and I have already shared a video with all of my dear students and the first video was of the first unit of class 4 English, that was wake up, and now let us continue with the next part of this particular unit, that is the new lesson, Neha's alarm clock. So let's continue. And before continuing this lesson, before the beginning of this lesson, I would like to ask some introductory questions that are related to this particular lesson. So let's proceed with the introductory questions. First of all, I would like to know, do you have an alarm clock? Just let me know all of these questions through your answers in your notebooks, and just update me with all the answers through WhatsApp. Okay, so my first question is, do you have an alarm clock? If yes, just write yes, or if no, write no. Okay, if you have an alarm clock, do you already do you set the alarm in it? My next question is, do you set an alarm in it if you are having an alarm clock? Okay, next, why do we need an alarm clock? Perhaps there are certain reasons behind one requiring an alarm clock. So why do we need an alarm clock? There can be another usual clock, that is wall clock, but why do we need an alarm clock? Okay, my next question is, do you wake up with the ringing of your alarm clock? Often it happens that we feel lethargic waking up with even after the ringing of the alarm clock. So do you wake up as soon as the alarm clock starts ringing? Or the next question is just related to the previous question, do you press the snooze button? There is one more option in your alarm clock, that is snooze button, which gives you an option of waking up after a bit of time, or you can say the alarm clock again starts ringing after a short span of time, after a short period of time. So what actually happens when you don't wake up with the ringing of the alarm clock? Do you get late for something? Do you get late for going to school? Or is your full day prepared schedule runs behind your time? Or do you are you unable to follow up the whole schedule as prepared already? Okay, next, have you ever woken up without an alarm clock at the same time? You set an alarm clock, suppose at 5:45 or 6 o'clock in the morning. So did it ever happen to you that you woke up even before the ringing of an alarm clock, or just before the ringing of an alarm clock, or at the same time you woke up and the alarm clock started ringing? Okay, just provide me with the answers of all these questions in your notebooks. Keep noting these questions, and let's proceed with some important tip. Here is a short tip. I would like to say that try it at your homes. Before sleeping at night, just whisper something, in a very low voice with a strong dedication. Okay, just speak it out to your pillow that please wake me up at this very particular time. And trust me, I have tried this many a times and it helped me out. So you also try it. Just whisper in your pillow, whisper to your pillow, or inside, just hiding your conversation from anyone else, and try whispering to your pillow. Just say that wake me up at 5 o'clock in the morning please, and trust me, this really works out. But one more thing, do not do this when you have very less hours of sleep. there should be at least 8 hours of sleep before you do that. Okay, like suppose if you want to wake up at 6 in the morning, so you should do this before 10 o'clock, and you should actually sleep before 10 o'clock at night. This should be because the research says that there should be 8 hours of sleep for a comfortable routine throughout the day. Okay, so try doing it and let's find out how many of you can wake up even without an alarm clock, and how much does this pillow theory works. Okay, try doing it. So let's begin with our lesson now. Neha's alarm clock. So the story actually begins with the narrator, and let me be the narrator for this particular lesson now. Ring, ring, ring. Off goes the alarm clock at 6 in the morning. Ring, ring, ring. Off goes the alarm clock. That means in the morning the alarm clock starts ringing, and Neha makes a face and, covering her ears with a pillow, snuggles under the warm blanket. That means she tries to hide because the voice of that, or because the ringing of that alarm clock is, not making her happy at all. So she snuggles herself, she hides herself in the warm blanket. She's actually, enjoying the warmth of the sleep, warmth of the blanket, and she's actually enjoying her sleep. So she's trying to be a little sluggish. She's in a deep slumber, deep sleep, and she does not want to wake up. But she knows she has to get up. Why? Because she has to go to school, she has to follow up the whole routine, she has to get up, she has to take bath, she has to brush her teeth, she has to take breakfast, she has to even exercise, and whatever points, whatever is in her day-to-day schedules. Okay, so she mutters to herself. What does she say? Let's read out. This alarm clock always rings at 6 and pulls me out of the bed. So every time she's actually having a hatred for her against her alarm clock. That why this alarm clock rings at 6 and disturbs her sleep. So she is very much frustrated and angry and annoyed at her alarm clock, and that is why she calls it very unfair. It's so unfair. Oh, how I would love to sleep a little longer in the morning. And she wonders how much she enjoys sleeping a little more in the morning. Often it also used to happen in my time when I was in my childhood. My mother would wake me up in the morning, and I would request my mother to please wake me up and please give me a little bit more time, just like 5 minutes. And again, when she would come back to wake me up after 5 minutes, I would feel as if she had just come after half a minute. So those 5 minutes, that particular sleep during those 5 minutes were very precious, and I really enjoyed those morning sleeps. Okay, so let's continue. I wish this clock would forget its job sometimes. So she basically wants that the alarm clock should forget ringing, and so that she can continue enjoying her sleep in the morning. So the narrator here says, something falls, and Neha smiles. So what is that something which falls? It's the alarm clock, because when the alarm clock starts ringing, because of the ringing, the alarm clock shakes owing to its lightweight. Because of its lightweight and the ringing, it creates a vibration in the whole alarm clock, and it shakes and it falls from a particular surface. And because of falling, the alarm clock has now stopped. So Neha is very much happy. Look at the wordings of Neha, and of course how she is happy, because she smiles. Oh, my alarm clock has fallen. How happy I am. Tomorrow I can get up late. So she is happy because now the alarm clock has fallen and it is not going to work any longer. Right? So next morning there is no alarm at all. So Neha sleeps and sleeps. But now, what happens? The small chirpy birds which come to the window sill every morning find Neha still sleeping. So windowsill is basically the window pane. Basically, they come and stay over there and watch Neha still sleeping. Every morning they come, and with the alarm clock, they find that Neha has woken up. But today, since the alarm clock did not ring and Neha was enjoying her sleep, but the birds, they found Neha sleeping, and as usual they keep on singing. They keep on chirping in the morning. So this also disturbed Neha, and they also want Neha to wake up. So birds are saying, "Wake up, dear, wake up fast." So narrator here says that Neha gets up with a start. With a start means all of a sudden. All of a sudden it happens when we wake up. Sometimes it happens that we sleep in the afternoon, and when we wake up and find out the time, let's say we sleep in the afternoon at 3 o'clock and we wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock, even late, then we think that it is the morning time, and we all of a sudden wake up in a start. So Neha says, "Oh no, if it's not the alarm clock, it's these birds." So now again Neha is annoyed. Why? Because earlier the alarm clock used to wake her up, but now it is the birds. So why don't they leave me alone? She again is infuriated. She is again angry because she is again disturbed with her peaceful sleep. So narrator here says, even this wish of Neha's comes true. So now on the first morning she was woken up by the alarm clock. The next morning she was woken up by the birds, and now the third morning it is. So this wish also comes true. The next morning there is not only no alarm clock, there are no birds either. But there is someone else who does not want her to miss the school bus. Can you guess what it is? Or who it is? Yes, the big bright sun. It's not actually the sun, the sunlight. So he fills Neha's room with a warm smile. So owing to the window just by the side of her bed, as you can see in the picture here. So she is woken up due to the sunlight. See, this is her bed and this is the window. So the sunlight falls right here on the bed, and as well as the entire room, owing to the big window pane. So she again wakes up, and now again she is frustrated. Why? Because she is again disturbed from her peaceful sleep. So Neha, "Oh my eyes, now it's the sun waking me up. Why can't he let me be?" Even this wish of Neha's comes true. So this is the third morning, and Neha is again disturbed from her peaceful sleep, but she should wake up early in the morning. So next morning the sun is behind the clouds. So Neha snores. Snores means to create a sound while sleeping from the nose, till she hears her mother's voice. Now the fourth morning she is again disturbed from her peaceful sleep by the voice of her mother. So mother says, "Wake up, sleepyhead." Sleepyhead we have already discussed in the last poem, right? In the previous poem which we have already discussed, and the title of the poem was "Wake Up." You will miss the bus. So why does the mother wants Neha to wake up? Because she will miss the bus if she keeps on sleeping. So Neha, "Oh no, why does mother have to wake me up?" So why is it that the mother always wants to wake Neha up? So narrator here says there is no escape now. She keeps on avoiding all the possible outcomes of her waking up, but ultimately there is no way out that helps her from sleeping for long. So Neha gets up and gets ready. Can you imagine what happens the next day? Neha wakes up with a start. Her watch says it's 6 o'clock. She calls out to her mother. So next day, on the fifth day, there was neither sunlight, there was neither the call of her mother, there was neither alarm clock, or there was not even the bird. There were not even the birds chirping at her windowsill. So the fifth day, Neha woke on her own. Can you actually feel it could happen? Do you think it could happen? Okay, let's find out. So Neha asked her mother, Ma, who woke me up today? And Mother smiles. Mother says, who else? You, of course. That means you yourself woke yourself up. But Neha says, Mom, I was sleeping. How could I? So mother says, now tell me, why do you eat your lunch every day at 1 in the afternoon? Neha says that because she feels very hungry, I feel hungry. So Neha feels hungry every day at the particular time, and that is why she have her lunch at the same time, that is 1 o'clock. So this is a kind of alarm clock inside her body that prompts her to have her lunch. So mother again asks her the question that is related to the previous question. Why do you sleep at 9 every night? Neha says, because I feel sleepy. So she says because she feels very sleepy. So this is also a kind of a hint that, or a kind of alarm clock that makes Neha sleep at night every day. Okay, so mother says there is a clock inside you which tells you when to eat, when to sleep, and when to wake up. Neha, oh, I better rush now. So she thought that she was going to get late for the school. So she thought of pondering over this particular thought given by her mother a little later, because she was going to get late for school and she had to rush. I don't want to miss the bus. So mother says, relax, today's Sunday. See, a surprising thing happened, that even on Sunday she woke up at the same time which her alarm clock used to wake her up. Or if not the alarm clock, then the sunlight or the birds or her mother used to wake her up. But today, when no one woke her up, she still woke up on her own, because there was an alarm clock inside herself. In the same way, just as I told you that if you ask your pillow to wake you up at this particular time, and if you have proper sleep duration, see how much, let us examine how much hours of sleep did Neha have. See, since she used to sleep at 9 o'clock every night, so and she woke up at 6 o'clock. So how many hours are there? 9 plus 3, 12. So 3 hours of till midnight, that means 12 o'clock and 6. So there are 9 exact hours which she used to have a sleep, and these are very healthy hours, to run a smooth routine throughout the day. Okay, so mother says, relax, today's Sunday. So Neha is surprised, and she gives a surprising sound. So this is a story, and it's a wonderful story, and this is adapted from the Neha's Alarm Clock, and it is written by Girija Rani Asthana. Okay, so these are the new words: snuggles, mutters, windowsill, relax. So I want you to write all these new words and try finding out the meanings on your own. Otherwise, I've already discussed. Snuggles means to hide inside the blanket, and mutters means to speak in a low voice, but speaking something that is not audible to someone else. windowsill is the place, that is a gap between the window pane. You can call it window pane pane. Okay, and relax, you already know that. So let's proceed. Now reading is fun. This is a part of your book exercise. What time did Neha's clock ring every morning? Is it 4 o'clock, 9 o'clock, or 6 o'clock? I need you to go through the previous, the entire lesson, and you will find it out. But I hope this is a very easy answer. So just figure it out. Okay, I'm not going to tell you the answer. I just want the answer from you. Just note these questions in your notebook and write the answers, and just send a picture of all the work which is being asked to be done, and send it through photo in the WhatsApp, and I'll check it out. So what did the birds say? The birds asked Neha to sleep on, or to wake up, or to go and play. So what is it? That is also a very easy answer, easy question, and you can answer it very well, and the options are already given. That is a very interesting part. So what is inside you that makes you get up at the same time? Is it your own body clock? Is it your eyes, or is it your feet? Of course you know the answer, I know that. So just send me the answers. And now question number 4, put the letters in the right order. One has already been done for you. I think we have already done this practice in the last year. Okay, so the first one has already been done. These are jumbled letters, and you have to arrange it properly so that you can form a right word. Like the first one is smile. The next one beside it is very easy, ing. The word starts with the word ends with ing, and the first letter is M. So I am going to tell you this particular word, that is morning. So next, these are and one more thing, these are all the words picked out from the entire lesson. So this will also help you out if you even fail to write it just by thinking on your own. But these are also very easy, and it will it's a very good activity. So let's continue with the next question. So let's write, who said these words and to whom? So I want you to continue with writing with these questions, the questions on page number 10 and the questions on page number 13, both. Okay, so who said these words and to whom? Wake up, dear, wake up fast. Is it the sun? Is it the birds? Is it the mother? Is it the alarm clock? Okay, Ma, who woke me up today? So who said this? Just figure it out. And also, to whom are these words said? So why do you sleep at 9 every night? Again, this is the question. Who said this question? Who asked this question, and to whom is this question being said? Okay, so now use the help box to fill in the blanks. And this is the help box, and two options are given, was or were. Let me tell you, was is always used with a singular noun. Like one is a cow and one is cows. So if I say a cow is grazing the grass, okay, and cows are grazing the grass. In the same way, the past form of is will be was, and the past form of are will be were. Like cows were grazing in the grass, and a cow was grazing the grass. Okay, so in the same way, Ram is a singular noun or a plural noun? First of all, Ram is just one particular person, so a singular noun will be used. Was is a singular noun, is used with a singular noun, it's a helping verb. Okay, and were is used with plural nouns. So see, the cows here are plural. Okay, Ram is singular, so Ram was a good football player, and the cows were grazing in the field. In the same, we have to continue with all of these. sentences. My toys, toys. How can you figure out whether it is a singular or it's plural? See, with plural, you will find, generally you will find toys, but there are certain words where you won't even find s behind them, like children. Here, children is the plural form of child, so you have to figure out whether it is a plural or it's a singular. The market, it's not markets, it's market. So market, market is singular, children plural, flowers s is written, right? So I hope you can do this. Just send me the answers after you have done. Okay, so let's proceed with the next page. And what's that? Look at the pictures below and complete the following paragraph. You will need these words, so you have to use these words in these blanks. Yesterday I lost a book. See, every word, every verb actually, there are other prepositions also. So every verb here is in past tense. And how can we know that the story is going in past tense? Yesterday, again, I lost a book. Yesterday I lost a book. I looked for it everywhere. I looked dash a door. She's looking at dash the door. See, there's a picture also. She looked under the door. Under means niche. Behind means पीछे. Inside means अंदर, किसी चीज के बीच में, inside. Okay, like my ball is behind the door. My ball is behind the door, or my ball is inside a basket. Okay, behind the door means door के पीछे, मेरी बॉल डोर के पीछे है. एंड इनसाइड मीन्स अंदर, मेरी बॉल बास्केट के अंदर है, और इन अ बॉक्स यू कैन से. अंडर मीन्स नीचे. लेट अस से माय बॉल इज अंडर द बेड. बेड के नीचे, ना वो बेड के अंदर ना वो बेड के ऊपर. ऊपर का मतलब ऑन, नीचे का मतलब अंडर. अंदर, उसके अंदर अगर हो जाएगी दैट वुड बी इनसाइड और इन. ओके, सो आई लुक्ड yesterday I lost a book. I looked for it everywhere. I looked dash a door. I looked dash a cupboard. See, the picture is also given for this. I looked dash a bed. She's looking dash the bed. I could not find it anywhere. She could not find it anywhere. Then I dash Sheru. Sheru is the name of her dog, I suppose, another character. So she is speaking out something. So what can be? She pulled out Sheru. Is it going to be pulled out? Pulled out means खींचना. Or she called out. Called out means बुलाना. So I hope you know the answer. So Sheru, my dog, came running to me. I asked him to look for my book, and this girl asked her dog Sheru to look for her book. He dashed another book from my bag. So he dash. You have to fill the right answer. Okay, I hope you know the answers and you can do it very well. And let's find out who sends the answers as fast as can. And the last worksheet was done at first by Sihir. So I would really like to applaud Sihir for his quick and good work, and very good. So let's continue. And here's a word clock. Write down words relating to clock. So first of all, what are the different questions being asked related to clock? Make a sentence. So you have to make a sentence. Let me say I will make a sentence that my alarm clock is very beautiful. So you are also to make different sentences, but not this one which I have already spoken. You have to write another sentence with the word clock. Okay, sound. Let me say, or yes, sound. If I would be saying what type of sound it creates, like my alarm clock has 7 different sounds. Okay, or what type of sound does your alarm clock create? It creates a ringing sound, or a humming sound, or a melodious sound. Any what type of word you think that your alarm clock has a sound of, you just write it down. Okay, another word for the word clock, what would you call? My friend, if I would say. Then make a picture of a clock. You can make a picture of the clock that you have in your home, and name different parts and times. Different parts like needles, the hand, the numbers, just write everything. The alarm bell, okay, the snooze button, and word in your language. What do you call this in your own language? Alarm clock. What do you call it? Okay. Next, here is a word morning. Now write down words related to it. Write down six different words that are related to morning. Okay. Let me give you a hint with the word morning. I would say sunrise, or I would say peaceful, calm. Just write as many words as you can form with your own imagination. Okay, you don't need to take help from anyone. You have your own beautiful mind, and you can think very beautifully through it, right? So these are the worksheets. This particular worksheet is related to the poem which has already been discussed. It is a part of this particular unit, wake up. I hope it was clear to all. And these are very easy questions. These are only four questions. And who are singing in the trees? Next, which insect is buzzing? What is the name of the poem? And why is it important to wake up? Write down 2 benefits. Okay, I hope the questions are clear. Let me repeat them again. Who are singing in the trees? Is it the cow singing in the trees, or the bees singing in the trees, or whatever? Just write it down. If you need help, you can go through the poem. Otherwise, if the poem is very much clear to you, I hope you can answer these questions very well. Next is, which insect is buzzing? Insect here, it's not an animal or uh, I mean animal or a bird or a human being. It is an insect being asked out who is buzzing. And next is, what is the name of the poem? That is pretty much easy. And the last one is, why is it important to wake up? So you have to write 2 benefits on your own. 2 benefits of waking up early in the morning. What do you get when you wake up early in the morning? Okay. And the next worksheet is, and circle the correct spelling. I've given you hint already. uh, and there are 2 wrong words in each cloud formed. One is right out of these two, out of these 3 words, and you have to encircle it. Okay, if it's this is the right word, you just circle this word. If this is the right word, you just circle this word. If this is the right word, you just circle this word. Okay, in the same way here also there are 3 words, 3 words, 3 words, 3 words, 3 words. So just circle the particular right word out of this. I hope you can do this. And with this, we are done with our next lesson, that is Neha's alarm clock. And if you have any queries, just ask it on WhatsApp. I'll be sharing this video pretty soon. And after going through this particular video, just keep on noting your queries and your questions. Just ask them right after watching the video, okay? So that I can also get to know that how many of you are actually watching it, and I also can figure out your questions as soon as I can, so that there will be no doubt remaining related to this lesson. Okay, or you can even ask the questions related to the poem that has already been discussed earlier. Okay, so I hope I did my job well, and thank you for watching the video. Thank you.